What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. So, I'm back with some interesting news. I hope you guys like it. Just know I've been busting my ass trying to give you guys new content, working on graphics and animations, all kinds of stuff like that. So, hopefully, you guys enjoy. This is the graphic I did. And it looks like promoter Eddie Hearn has made an offer to Amir Khan for $5 million. I heard a report that said it was eight, but the source that I seen said five, so I'll go with that. Um, a $5 million offer to fight Kell Special K Brook. Now, personally, I love this option. I think it's a great fight, and it'll really suggest a lot. I think it's a good payday for Amir Khan in lieu of Mayweather fight falling through. Plus, the UK fans are simply amazing. I mean, they came out for the Ricky Hatton Floyd Mayweather fight. If you watch George Groves versus Carl Froch, they were out by the thousands. They really support boxing. They support their champions and they support their fighters. Um, and it is just the way of the world. Like, unfortunately, in America, we have a lot of issues: education, obesity, different things like that. When you go to other countries, sometimes I'm not trying to sound unpatriotic, but sometimes they are a lot more loyal. Like, you know what I mean? You go to Argentina and talk shit about the soccer team, or if you go to UK and talk about the UK fighter, you know what I mean? They'll be leaving the pub ready to stomp you. And in America, sometimes we don't celebrate our own American champions. We talk shit. We hate Mayweather. We hate Bradley. We hate Danny Garcia. And I say we. Obviously, that's a generalization. But anyway, the UK fans are great. I used to live in England. Very different culture. It was a lot colder. People don't always use public transportation. I don't know if it's changed since I was out there, but in America, I think we're kind of lazy to certain things. Like, everyone has to have a car and drive around. You know what I mean? Public transportation was still big when I was over in England. Um, Back to this fight, I really like it. I remember a little while ago on Sky Sports, you had both guys, Kell Brook and Amir Khan, and they were arguing with each other. Amir Khan was saying that he beat Kell Brook in the amateurs and in sparring. Brook disputed his claim. Khan also told Brook he needs to prove himself and get on his level, basically. He needs to get a world title. And then Amir Khan said he'd be happy to fight him. We know Brook has power, but so far he hasn't really stepped up in competition. So I'd be really curious to see what Kell Brook looks like against the upper echelon at 147. I know he could beat the Sinchenkos and Carson Jones and people like that, but I never really consider them world beaters. Sinchenko, yes, he beat Ricky Hatton, but which version of Ricky Hatton did he beat? And I'm just being real. Ricky Hatton was off of a 3-year retirement where he abused drugs, gained excessive amounts of weight. So it's a good win for Sinchenko, but obviously coming back to the sport, getting caught with that body shot wasn't the best thing. So to me, Sinchenko was never a world beater per se. And I think this would really test both fighters. Amir Khan has been criticized for having a glass chin and a shaky punch resistance. So we know Kell Brook can crack, and this would be interesting to me. If Amir Khan can use his veteran experience, outbox, use his speed and the intangibles that he has against a guy like Kell Brook and take his punch, that is a big statement. I also think Amir Khan, since he wants the Mayweather fight, beating an undefeated fighter, proving you could do great numbers in the UK, and just having a solid victory over Kell Brook could be a ticket to Floyd Mayweather Jr. fight maybe in September or next year. So since he wants Mayweather fight and it's looming in the background, even though he didn't get it this go around, most people expect Mayweather to beat Marcos Maidana. So if he does do that, then this is a possibility if Khan proves his worth. And for Khan to say he has a huge following and big star power, that's one thing, but showing it is something else. Show Floyd, show the public that you can do numbers. Numbers don't lie. And I really just think Amir Khan needs to do something at welterweight to be considered a legit threat again. His last few performances at 140 were forgettable, and a win over Kell Brook, to me, could catapult him right back into the mix of things. So I really like this fight. I think it has a backstory. Like I said, they were both on Sky Sports, and they were arguing back and forth. I did a video on it, and it got like 10,000 views or something. So a lot of people were interested. The UK fans, I think, will will be down for it and support it. Whether you hate Amir Khan or you like him, he's still an entertaining fighter. And whether you hate Kell Brook or you like him, Kell Brook still has not crossed the threshold of becoming elite. Not saying he can't be a good fighter or a great fighter, but he, based on his resume, hasn't proven that. Amir Khan, resume-wise, has proven a lot more. So this would be a great fight. You got Kell Brook, who's still undefeated, looks to be improving. He made good with the Carson Jones rematch and did what he couldn't do in the first fight. And he looks to be improving. He stopped Sinchenko. But again, fighting fighters that are a lower caliber versus someone who has Amir Khan's experience, sparred with the Manny Pacquiao's of the world, been in there with Zab Judas and Lamont Peterson, world-class fighters, that's different. That's a different ball game. So I want to see how Kell Brook reacts to it. Again, I think this fight has all the makings of a blockbuster event. I mean, I don't see how it wouldn't do good numbers. Both guys don't really like each other. And as far as the payday, I mean, you're getting $5 million. I don't know that Amir Khan would have got too much more than that fighting Amir Khan. If you look at Brandon Rios, who fought Pacquiao, he was in the Pacquiao sweepstakes. I think he got like $4 million. Canelo has a huge following, and I think he got $12 million. You look at Victor Ortiz, I think he got 2.5. I think Robert Guerrero got somewhere around 2 million. So for Amir Khan to have fought Floyd, let's say Floyd didn't pick Maidana, I really don't know if he would have got a substantial amount of money more than $5 million. So if promoter Eddie Hearn can promise Amir Khan that type of payday, I mean, that might even be better than what he got fighting Floyd Mayweather, which is probably a trickier fight because we know Floyd is a master at what he does. But Kell Brook, you have the opportunity to expose a fighter who hasn't been exposed to that world-class level of opponent. So I, for one, really like this fight. Hopefully it gets done. And I just think Amir Khan needs to do something. Like, you could say you're the big star that you are and all that. Prove it. Say fuck Mayweather for now and prove it. Earn your stripes at welterweight. Fight Kell Brook. He's undefeated. We know he could crack. He's looked good in recent fights, so there's no excuses. But I can't give Khan too much credit for beating Carlos Molina, a guy coming up from 35 with no punching power at 35. I mean, that's his best win in recent memory. So prove your worth. If this fight doesn't happen, I would love really Khan with anybody. Adrian Broner, Sean Porter, Keith Thurman. These are all good fights. They're all dangerous fights. But Kell Brook, based on the UK pedigree, I think would outsell really all those fights. Keith Thurman, Sean Porter, not really a household name. The only one that could rival it in terms of numbers, in terms of a critical box office success, to me, would possibly be Adrian Broner. And that's because he's a loudmouth, he could talk, and he's developed quite the following. But if you look at Sean Porter and Keith Thurman, good fighters. But I'm not saying the fight wouldn't be difficult or Amir Khan beats them. I'm not saying anything like that. But what I am saying is their brand is not as big as a Kell Brook Amir Khan rivalry that has been discussed for years now. So I, for one, like it. I also wanted to see at a point in time Victor Ortiz versus Amir Khan. To me, that fight has lost some of its luster because Victor Ortiz obviously had that long layoff and then came back, got stopped by Luis Collazo. They could also make Amir Khan versus Luis Collazo or Robert Guerrero. But Collazo was pretty inactive, had a good win against Victor Ortiz. Props to him for that. Check out the interview I did with him. As far as Guerrero, he's coming off of a loss. So I think if Amir Khan beat Kell Brook, it would sell better. Plus, it means a little bit more just because Kell Brook, we know, is strong and he's undefeated. So to take a person's O is like taking their soul. Marcos Maidana has something of Adrian Broner's. That's his 0. Mayweather has something of Canelo's. That's his 0. So if Amir Khan can do that to a young, strong fighter like Kell Brook, that'd be good. Plus, Kell Brook has some issues where I've seen in the past where it looks like he runs out of stamina. And that's not necessarily a good look against a guy like Amir Khan, who definitely can go 12 rounds. He showed you that in the Maidana fight, and he's a speedster. So Khan's chin, but you also have Kell Brook's stamina, which is something that I think both individual camps are working on. So it's a great fight all around to me. Let me know what you guys think. Amir Khan versus Kell Brook. Shout out to all my fans in the UK. Leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think. I think this could be in the same vein. Maybe not as big as Carl Froch versus George Groves rematch, but still a sold-out venue. Let me know what you guys think. As always, hate, comment, or subscribe. Till next video, it's Ego signing off.